Hello and welcome to March 2023 Aries spirit reading for my beautiful Aries. We're gonna get started. So this is a general reading. I've already meditated and I've already cleansed the space. So let's get cracking and see what's in store in March 2023 for the lovely, we'll pop that one out for sure. Lovely Aries. Okay, so we've got Major Arcana so far, the Tower. We also have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And what more? Any more for any more? We've got the Four of Wands, also reversed. So Aries, you are approaching the new moon in Aries around the end of March, and it's the actual astrological new year. Also, so yeah, it's kind of probably going to be quite an exciting time for all signs actually, but especially for you Aries that start off our astrological year for us. So when we are ending the astrological year as we are now, with our full moon in Virgo coming up on Sunday, or on Tuesday actually, 7th of March, we start to feel like the culmination of energies. We can sometimes feel a little tired, starting to feel fatigued and like we just want it over with to start the new year and end this one out. And also you might find that you have a little issues, like, so towards the end you start to feel like, oh, you know, should have done that, could have done that. And it's that real last little drive. But let's take a look at these cards now. So we have the Tower card, which is Major Arcana, number 16. So in tarot, we would add 1 and 6 to make 7. And 7 is all about mysticism. Excuse me. Woo! Excuse me. Where the mystic meets the scientific, yeah. So it's all about things like meditation can be seen as woo-woo, but actually if you use MRI scans to scan the brain when Buddhists particularly are meditating, you can actually see the scientific changes being made. You know, the brain goes from alpha to beta to delta to theta waves as we meditate. So it's that kind of conglomeration of science and the more spiritual, mystical side of life. So I would suggest for my lovely Aries this month in March to really embrace that kind of thing. So if people are mocking your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs or your philosophies, you can really kind of use the science against them and say, well, actually, no, it's, you know, it's not woo-woo. It's not woo-woo. So Knight of Pentacles reversed. Knights are our messengers, yeah? And Pentacles are all about the earthly realm. So all the things we need on this planet to sustain ourselves. So when we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, it can suggest that something's going to be delaying or complicating or thwarting your efforts to feel really like secure and comfortable and safe and abundant. So I would watch for that. And if you do find yourself experiencing delays with your, I don't know, maybe it's with your payment at work or with food deliveries or like with your heating bill, you know, all the things that humans need on this earth to stay warm and to stay happy and healthy and full and, you know, fed and watered, things like this. You might find that there's some issues with your water, with this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. So I would suggest just be patient, and, you know, awareness is half the battle, isn't it? So now that you're aware that those sorts of issues might be coming up, then yeah, I would just say, you know, forewarned is forearmed, as it were. It's interesting that you also have Four of Wands reversed. So these two for me are very much enforcing the same message, yeah? So bear with me. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. I feel like the Ohio train wreck stuff, I don't know if it's like psychosomatic, but I'm starting to feel like I can feel the impact over here in England, which, I mean, is unlikely, but I don't know, yeah, I'm probably reading too much about it and watching too much news, and I'll stop and find something more productive and generative to do. But yeah, the Four of Wands. So Wands is like a fire energy, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and it's like work, commerce, career, challenging, adventurers, travelers, teachers, that kind of energy. Four of Wands usually would mean security, yeah? Four gives us stability, like a table or a chair with four legs. But because this is in the reversed, I think it's just sort of reinforcing this message for us that my lovely Aquarians, just because I said Aquarius, Aries might be experiencing that this month, yeah? So we've got quite a few reversals now. So we also have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and the lovely World card. So I'm really happy to have two major arcana in your reading. When we see major arcana, it's telling us that watch out for big changes and big events this month, yeah? So the minor arcana are all to do with the daily, day-to-day, profane stuff, whereas this is more like sacred, big changes, mystical stuff, spiritual stuff. So I'm happy to see that we have the Tower and the World. So the World is the last card of the major arcana, 21. So it's sometimes called the universe in some decks. So the World is always telling us you know, the end of one cycle and the start of another. So this totally matches up with the astrology that we're seeing this month. So March is going to begin with a full moon in Virgo and then end out with our new moon in Aries, which starts our astrological year. So that totally makes sense and tracks. And I'm really happy to see this because it just enforces the wisdom of tarot and tells my lovely Aries that, you know, even if you're feeling exhausted and you're maybe not having the strength or motivation that you had way back in March of last year, you know, we are about to have the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So you will have time, and you should prioritize making time and forcing yourself to really rest, reflect, recuperate, rejuvenate, reap the rewards. Give yourself the credit for what you've achieved all the way through this astrological year from March 2022 to March 2023, yeah? Give yourself credit. So with the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse, this is a really interesting card. So the Three of Swords ordinarily would indicate heartbreak and loss, yeah? It's the kind of betrayal card. On a traditional deck, it's actually represented by a heart with three swords piercing every angle of the heart, yeah? So when it's in the reverse position, the Three of Swords is telling us maybe you're like using old ideas and philosophies and beliefs, and those sort of archaic, misguided, what's the word? Kind of like outmoded beliefs and ideas could be causing you issues and delay, or it could be you're worrying too much about what somebody else thinks, yeah? So Three of Swords indicates just go it alone. You may, in the reverse position indicates go it alone. You know, what does it serve you to worry about what other people think and how they're going to react to what you feel in your heart to do? So yeah, my lovely Aries, I would say just maybe take time to reflect on why it is that you're so interested in and concerned about other people's beliefs and what they'll think of your beliefs. It doesn't matter. It's not their business. So Ten of Pentacles also usually in the upright position is a very positive card, indicating wealth and abundance and a happy home and harmony in the home. So when the Ten of Pentacles is shown reversed like this, it would suggest to me that maybe you're going to have some disharmony and arguments or disagreements within the home this month. And it advises just to try to compromise, yeah, for a quiet life. Try to see the other person's side of things and not be too bullheaded. And obviously Aries is the ram, so you know you do have this tendency sometimes, my lovely Aries, to just kind of bulldoze over people's views to get what you want and to have your perspective heard, but that won't suit you and it won't serve you well in the domestic space. And this is what the Ten of Pentacles reversed is telling us, yeah? So thank you so much for coming. And maybe if you have time and inclination, listen to your rising sign also. Thanks so much. Love and light. Goodbye.